Hey.
What up, though?
I'm gonna watch Dahmer without you.
You already know what time it is.
What is going on? You and this honey cake.
Why don't you like the honey cake?
No.
I'm gonna get my Dahmer on with this.
No, you're not finna get my Dahmer on with
You want
this.
me to mix the chips again?
We'll try it tonight. But don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. You play too
That's
much.
the Dahmer. That's the Dahmer. That's the Dahmer, man. What my boy?
I ain't eating none of it. I ain't drinking none of it. No, thank you. Cause baby, nah.
Listen, man.
Hey,
that boy Dahmer was something.
man, say he a full whole different breed.
I think he would have got your brother too.
He would have got you.
No good.
Yeah, I bet. He gonna get my brother.
I wouldn't even been where Dahmer be at anyway.
No, that's a lie. Cause I seen you walk past the gate club.
That's the night I met you. I walked past the
That
club
is no
following you.
excuse.
Real talk. I told my homeboy now, I said, you see over here with the cats on?
Whatever.
She fine.
That's what got you.
Mm-hmm. Sure did.
Whatever.
But why you think Dahmer was targeting majority black men?
Black people. He had an Asian and a little Hispanic in there too. Maybe that was his type. You think he was racist?
I don't know. It didn't seem like his parents or nothing were racist or nothing.
Yeah.
No, it didn't seem like he had some kind of racist background. They just made it like the black man was going for a little bit of nothing.
Yeah. A little picture,
Mm-hmm.
a little smile, his little dance.
Look at him.
That's the dance. The
But
dance.
look, but
the
you,
dance got him.
but look though, you be taking pictures too. You done went for a photo shoot before?
Man, it's scary.
Be honest, keep it real now. You a model now.
It's scary out here, but at the same time, you don't want to expect that. But in today's society, shit, everybody on that. Everybody's
They're gonna
on
try.
that. They're gonna try. And you on that too, some honey packs. You ain't
I thought you
slick.
was into it.
Whatever.
First time you tried them, you turned up. Don't act normal though.
Man, that's cause whatever. I feel like you hit me with a Dahmer. I ain't know. And that's my story and I'm sticking to it. You wanna answer that? You gonna call me back? They gonna call you back? Who is it?
No.
Boy,
Start that, man. Like we chilling, we watching Dahmer, man. Like come on. Like we ain't, what you doing? Come on, man. Just chilling.
Okay, you right, we chilling.
You good?
Yeah, I ain't gonna say Baby.
Hello? Hello? Joe? If you was your girl, just say that.
I do. Because you're my son.
And it's still on.
Yeah,
That was
it's the last one. Your phone is saying.
Oh. Which that? We looking at for I don't know.
That's the same person I was calling earlier.
You answer my phone?
I didn't say that. But, yeah. I did. I'm going to keep it real. Because I want you to keep it real with me.
See, that's why I don't really be, you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't really be, you make it, man, listen. Like with what I do, like, I don't be feeling comfortable having a conversation with you because I feel like you ain't gonna be able to handle what's going on. Like, it don't matter. Like, I have to deal with attractive women. You know what I'm saying?
So she's attractive too.
No, I'm saying that because I know if you've seen her, you'll automatically be like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, she's a cute girl and this and that.
So
you know what I'm
she's
saying?
attractive. You can't be honest with me. She calling your phone after 9 o'clock. And then you don't even know what she said on the phone.
What she say? You say you pick the phone up.
Joti, hello. If you with your girl, you can just say that. What?
Cause she know I got a girl. I told her I got a girl. You know what I'm saying?
What does that mean? Females be okay with you having girls. They okay with playing the side part. Why does she feel comfortable enough to announce if you with your girl just say that? Like, that's how y'all talk. That's y'all lingo. That's how y'all talk to each other.
Man, you know, I'm gonna be real with you. Like I done probably said something like, you know, my girl might be tripping. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah.
So you having deeper conversations with her than you having with me?
Not really. I just don't feel like
it. It sounds like it.
I feel more comfortable explaining a situation to her than
to somebody that's not your girlfriend.
Yeah, because you make it so hard to talk to you about a situation. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I can ever come to you and like, look, babe, this is what I got going on. You know what I'm saying?
And
this
why
who
you don't feel
calling.
like that? Why?
Because it's always something.
It's not.
Like it's always something.
Not.
Like you just answered my phone. I told you earlier, I'm like, that's the homie. Like, what made you feel like you had to pick up the phone?
Because she kept calling. I thought maybe she was in danger. I wanted to see.
Come on, man. Come on.
I'm just saying. I clearly I must care about her a little more than you do.
Come on, sometimes.
You answered my phone because you seen a girl name on the box. That's it.
The same girl name that was calling at the beginning of the show an hour ago, still calling, and they get on the phone worried about that.
Do you got guy friends? Do you got guy friends?
No, I don't.
You don't got no guy
and
friends.
We talked about that on our first date. I was completely open with you.
I apologize on the strength of, you know what I'm saying, not communicating that to you. But other than that, like that's, I feel like I can't talk to you about stuff like that. For real. Like next time, like I can be more, you know what I'm saying, like, look babe, this is what's going on.
So can you call her back for her to confirm what you're saying, that y'all just homeboys and homegirls?
Yeah, I call her tomorrow. You want to call
You
her
can't
now?
call her back. She just got off phone. She up.
Is it gonna make you feel this?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Man, listen, man. That honey kick in?
I'm not worried about the honey.
Brittany.
Baby, nah. You're not even on the phone with nobody. Don't worry. I think.
What you gonna do?
Yeah. I think we got different views on a lot. I thought you was real, but I thought you was different.
I just don't be feeling like I can talk to you, you know what I'm saying?
But then even, it's a lie, bro. Keep it 100, it's a lie. You said you was gonna call her, and then calling her name like she on the phone. You're not even on the phone, bro.
I just don't feel like doing all that. But I ain't got nothing to hide,
I
though.
don't feel like explaining myself, so I'ma go.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Okay, so boom, y'all already know what time it is. Your boy Joe T. I got my homegirl Rena with me.
What's Rena?
We hope y'all enjoyed this skit, but she come up with this idea. Tell me what you wanted to do.
Okay, so I just wanted to kind of address an issue that a lot of relationships are having, which is communication. I feel like from a woman's perspective, a lot of men, from my experience, a lot of men come through the gate hiding like things that I feel like they should expose to the woman so that they can accept it from the jump. Like in that scenario, I feel like you should have told me on the first date you had female friends.
From personal experience, I'm gonna say this. Cause we kind of freestyled the skit, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't planned like that. With what I do, I have had to do that in relationships before, because regardless of, it'll start out with a woman saying, oh, I understand, I get it, I can handle it. And then over time, it creates a silent insecurity that comes out here and there, when in the beginning I communicated that, you said you understood. So then it comes to a place of where most men, depending on what you do, I'm speaking on what I do, because I do social media. Social media, it comes with a certain, you know what I'm saying? You model. I'm pretty sure in a relationship, if a dude constantly, so you get to a place of where it's like, it's hard to say certain things. I've been in a situation where I found myself compromising what I do because I feel like I can't talk to them. I can't talk to her.
So in my opinion, I feel like that's not the woman for you. You come through the gate already with a mask on. Like, you are not yourself from the jump. And so you allow a woman to date you and fall in love with who you are with this mask on. And then it come off and it's like, this ain't the person that I thought I fell in love with. You bamboozle people like that way instead of being upfront. And I understand your experiences that you have had, but you can't put that off on every woman.
Women do this too, but yeah.
That's true.
Women do this too. Cause I got plenty of stories with women wearing masks in the beginning. But yeah.
But you gotta be open and honest, and I feel like that's where a lot of people, I'm not gonna say men or women, but that's where a lot of people mess up is lacking that communication and that open honesty from the beginning. Like, and then if they don't accept it, that's just not the person for you.
Do you feel like being up? Have you ever been in a situation where it ain't?
That's Brittany.
That's not Brittany. Have you ever been in a situation where that's a restricted kind of?
Brittany calling private now.
Have you ever been in a situation where you like that person?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say wearing a mask to the extent of where you're trying to deceive this person.
Mm-hmm.
You just feel like,
if you be honest, that'll scare them away.
yeah.
That's called being a liar. That's lying. I feel you. It's like you see a woman and you want to be with her, I guess. So I don't know. It's still putting on a persona that you are not. It's you got all these female friends, or you have this whole background, or whatever that you are not exposing to this person. It's lying. It's being deceitful. It's a trap. Is what I will put that title on it. It's a trap. Because you make me believe and fall in love with all of this, and then I start finding out all this other stuff. Now I'm already here. We deep in.
By not saying nothing, I'm snatching your option to see if you can handle it.
Exactly. You don't give me the opportunity to decide for myself what I want for my own, relationship.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. Let's say I've been up front in situations.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I do. I do social media. Matter of fact, my storytelling. Everybody familiar with my storytelling. I talk a lot about my past sexual encounters.
Mm-hmm.
I've talked to women who, in the beginning, is, oh, I get it. That's how you make your money. Like that's your thing. Like that's your job or whatever. And then over time,
they start falling for you.
Once we get to that point, it's I don't like when you tell stories like that. Oh, this girl always in your comment, or that girl. But in the beginning, I was up front.
Mm-hmm.
So your situation is not lying out the gate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not lying out the gate. I'm saying it get to a place of where, because that's really where I was at in the skit. It's got to a place of where I feel like I can't communicate with you. Because in the beginning, I shot it straight. And you said you can handle it. Then over time, I started seeing certain things that's bothering you, the way you communicate them. And now I'm like, I'm going to not hide it. I just don't want to bring it up to cause conflict.
Then it'll be an argument.
It's conflict. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that, and
it's real though. Like
it is. I've seen both sides of that. I feel like sometimes women or men get themselves into something that they believe that they can handle, and then once it all start playing out, they understand this is too much for me. Like I thought I could handle it, but dang, these girls fine and they call it all the time. And like, so it do become an insecurity. And I feel like at that time, my conclusion is the same. That's not the person for you. Like at that point, she needs to understand as well. Like this is too much for me.
Now.
And I can't change him or what he do. And a lot of people do try to control that. We're like, no, you got to choose me over your career. Like,
man, you said something.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all be on it. Y'all be on it. Y'all be on it.
No, not y'all.
Y'all be on
Everybody.
it. Y'all be on it. So let me ask you this. Let's say, let's change this conversation to, if the man or the woman asks, okay, look, this is why I did, because we're talking a mature conversation. You know what I'm saying? So you lay out a situation happened, and now, okay, it's in the forefront, the elephant in the, and now we can address this. You say what it is, and then I say, okay, I apologize on the strength, because at the end of the day, I created this awkwardness.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I say, well, look, check this out. It's hard for me to talk to you, but how can I give you the reassurance or make sure, you know what I'm saying, without feeling like it's going to be, like, how can I approach, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel like that is a very mature conversation, and all conversations in relationship are not easy. So that's one of those hard conversations you gotta have. I think that I don't know.
Because that's a part of growth in a relationship.
Exactly.
Sometimes it might not be that it's just not your person. Sometimes that's a part of that growth of, okay, we could test the waters or test the strength of this. You know what I'm saying? The foundation.
But then also in a relationship, after you have that conversation, that'll spark the conversation of what our boundaries are and where I feel like maybe you disrespect me accidentally or things like that. So that's where those conversations happen, and I think that needs to happen in every relationship as well.
That's real. That's real. I could dig that, because I've been in situations where something like that come about and try to find a way to resolve it without.
It's a compromise.
Because I'm 0 to 100. Because when it comes to what I do, I don't know about him. When it comes to my purpose, when I feel a sense of interference of that, like I'm dumbing down my. You gotta roll.
Yeah,
you gotta roll.
I feel that.
You gotta roll.
That. You gotta put yourself first.
Yeah.
But my conclusion.
That's not the person. Yeah, because that's the worst feeling in the world, to feel like you can't be yourself in what you do.
And I also think a lot of relationships get like compromised and forcing it mixed
together.
Yeah. It's
Elaborate on that.
I feel like the conversation you were talking about, creating those boundaries and stuff like that, they need to be reciprocated and understood. And at the same time, a lot of people think that they take on those boundaries and accept, okay, I can handle that. I will fall in line with that. And then they still be breaking them boundaries throughout the way.
A lot of times they already know they can't handle it though. It's really a manipulation tactic.
And that's still having your mask on, still trying to, baby, I'm sorry,
that's
I'm
the
going to
woman.
get it right. That's the man.
Now hold on. No, listen to this is what I'm saying. If the man
Help
was,
me out, ladies.
if the man was being upfront, and the woman know later on down the line she wasn't gonna handle it, she was wearing the mask in the beginning, wasn't she?
She wasn't wearing it in the beginning. She was wearing it after she.
Did she put one on? You know what I'm saying? Really, she caused this problem. You say you can handle it. I try to protect your feelings.
Go both ways.
I try to protect your feelings and try to keep it away. But it turns into me wearing a mask too, and now I'm being disrespectful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It play out like that.
Y'all hear that little stutter?
He didn't want to get it out.
Yeah.
It's the male. But I think people just need to talk about their boundaries. Communication is huge in relationships.
It's hard.
And it's hard. It's gonna be hard. Nothing is easy in a relationship.
I think communication is the hardest thing, because most adults feel like people be feeling like they grown until it's time to have a grown conversation. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're talking career wise. You know what I'm saying? That's a hard conversation to have. But this a good one, y'all.
That is a good one.
Hey, fellas, y'all get in this. Listen, y'all get in this comment section and make sure. Y'all get in this comment section and make sure this conversation is not leaning towards them.
Come on. Team women, get in there and let them men know how they be showing out.
It's a good conversation. I feel like it's a good conversation to have, because I guarantee it's a lot of people watching this, you know what I'm saying, where you got to a point of where you having to hide something that's innocent. It's not even nothing that's really detrimental to the relationship. You just done got to a point of where your heart has convinced you that keeping it away is protecting it, when eventually when it exposed.
They say what a woman don't know
won't hurt her. Yeah, and it will eventually. And eventually it will, because once it comes to the surface, you know what I'm saying. It creates distrust, and when you create distrust in any form, it's hard to put that back together. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually she'll start thinking, over time, is he hiding something again because he don't want to talk about it? And all it'll take is that.
Again, this goes both ways. Both people, male and female, can play this role.
Because listen to me, and I'm gonna end with this. Because if they're hiding, it takes something as simple as that phone ringing and you're not answering it, and you trigger, and you back to square one. You know what I'm saying? Up here. And
Your
this,
communication is broken, the trust is broken.
yeah.
Loyalty is
Yeah,
questioned.
at that point, y'all on the way out the door.
Yeah.
They on their way out the door. You know what I'm saying? And,
Well, y'all, let us know what y'all think. Please give us some topics that y'all want us to discuss next.
For
I
sure.
think that'll be great.
Yeah. Drop them topics in there. Drop them topics in there. Any questions or anything. You know what I'm saying? We'll get on her. If you got a relationship issue, you know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all got my number or hit me in the DM. If y'all want us to talk about something specific, just hit me in the DM. Y'all got Rena Instagram too. Hit up. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
Y'all
Let me know.
Y'all already know what time it is. Dramatic affect me, please.